All right, y'all. The IWC is going pretty crazy right now, right? Someone dropped some kind of report. We'll see how accurate it is. I don't know who it's by. Sorry, I'm not going to give you credit. Brock Lesnar is allegedly, possibly, taking someone's spot at the Elimination Chamber. This past WWE Monday Night Raw recap would be our February 16th, 2026 episode. It's now Wednesday, so it's 2 days ago. I think I watched it a day late. But regardless, it stemmed from a six-man tag, a triple threat, a Grande Americano versus Penta, and then the qualifying men's elimination chamber match between Javon Evans, Gunther, and Dominic Mysterio. Now, initially, your brain wants to tell you when you watch it that Gunther's going to win because Dom has 2 titles and they need to set up some kind of WrestleMania future for the IC title. So you don't really think he's going to win. I kind of dismissed him, right? But also, he's a great big heel, and like having Judgment Day somehow manipulate a role in the chamber, and possibly if Finn ends up in there, and then you have just an all-out fucking I'm waiting for that conflict of interest within Judgment Day. That seems like it's kind of teasing, although it feels like it's been teasing for years, and they do it every so often with a different character. It's still an awesome faction, and I'm glad that they're a big part of every show. So I dismissed Dominic, and you've got to think, Gunther initially makes the most sense. It's their biggest heel. He's on a run. Literally, when Hayes is saying things like Chelsea Green can't beat anyone else at a certain level, you look at Javon and Dominic and think they're not going to beat Gunther. That's their biggest heel right now. And as the match progressed, I'm like, wait a second. Because Javon, seeing him in an elimination chamber makes the most sense. The way he's fucking flippy-doo-dah, fucking get bouncy shit. Yeah. This kid he's so electric. He's one of the most interesting people I've seen come through in forever, dude. He really just immediately, I was like, whoa. So seeing him in that match would be absolutely awesome. But there was something about, as the match is getting to that end spot, and you see the Dragon Lee hit, and you're like, all right, so that eliminates Gunther. We got one-on-one in the ring with Dom, and now I'm like, wait, Javon's probably gonna win. And when you have that thought, my first fucking thought is, what they're gonna do is have Javon get the spot. He's now the youngest to do it. It's anticipating him going in, but he's gonna get Kofi Kingston, and goodbye fucking 2009 Elimination Chamber, get fucking wrecked, right? My initial thought is that that's gonna happen with Gunther being the main culprit, because it only makes sense with everything they do with him and the way they work his character and his angles of being this big jerk off. It makes complete sense for it to be him. The only thing that doesn't make complete sense with Gunther being the one to finagle his way into the chamber would be, you're left with Gunther facing CM Punk, or currently where it would stand would be CM Punk or I can't even think of who has McIntyre. So that's super anticlimactic. If that ends up being WrestleMania, that'd be boring. No fucking thank you. I'm not interested. So then I see this report come out this morning that it's Brock that they're going to do that angle with. And I'm like, makes complete sense. By complete sense, I just mean if you were going to have Javon win, and then I already had my mind on, they're not actually going to let him get that far. It is annoying that it's Brock, because it feels like Brock gets this right to just come in, be a dominant fucking force, and then fuck off for 2-3 years at a time. I don't like it. His character's super uninteresting. The John Cena, him just bodying John Cena, it was the most unnecessary and fucking stupid thing. Still to this day, we're like, what was the point of that? Why did we... Imagine if I was at that show, I'd be pissed. That's what I had to fucking pay to see. I wanted to see John Cena wrestle one more time, and you give me him getting tossed around a ring for fucking 10 minutes? So, uninterested. But I just wanted to see if anyone else has the same kind of thoughts or opinions that I kind of saw that angle coming, and then that report came out this morning. Furthermore, we should just recap all of Monday Night Raw, because why not? We're going to do it in one cut, not edit this, send it out, and call it a day. The six-man tag with The Vision aka Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. Defeated LA Knight and the Usos. Masked Man attacks Logan Paul. We still don't know who Masked Man is. You know, it's like doing your fucking laundry every week, man. It's just a spin cycle, rinse, repeat. It is what we're getting right now. The outrage by the IWC over, I guess, the booking of the division and how everyone thinks they're trash, I don't necessarily agree with. I love all three members, like, I think they're awesome, and they are a big deal, and there's a reason why they're the main attraction of the show. However, I think they missed a major opportunity to make the Masked Man one of the three. Obviously, it wasn't going to be Bronson Reed, but if it could have been Logan Paul, or it could have been Austin Theory, and then we get the Braun Breaker. The Braun Breaker attack at Rumble, and my immediate thought was like, oh my god, it's going to be Theory, because Theory came into it a little reluctant to just be like, he's like, yeah, I'm big and bad, but then he falls in line, you know, and it makes it does contradict each other a bit. So my theory was he's taking them out because he's like, yeah, I'm part of the team, and then it's this last Heyman flip where, you know, he goes on to win the Rumble. That only opened it up because he got Braun eliminated and started taking out the Vision from within, you know. And I thought, you know, if Logan did the same thing, it'd be really cool too, because Logan's obviously self-interested and worried about himself being the biggest star. So I thought either one of those angles would have been really fucking interesting, would have been really fucking cool. And then, you know, they go and get eliminated too, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's not gonna happen. So the six-man tag, whatever, it doesn't really mean anything. The Usos are back in the lane that they belong in, which is tag teams. LA Knight still got some kind of feud. It seems like they're building up to possibly be something bigger that has to do with Mania. A women's qualifier for the Elimination Chamber. Osaka, I just can't get a connection with her. It definitely probably is somewhat cultural, and I'm totally aware of that, you know, so I try to cut her some slack. But I mean, I love Io Sky. She's like my favorite fucking possibly wrestler at all right now. Ever since she did the backflip with the trash can on, it was like, whoa, she's, like she says, she just wants to be a star, you know what I mean? And it's awesome. So Osaka and Bayley and Natalya, I do like the whole Natty thing, okay? Because Natalya's never been interesting to me ever in my entire life. Heel, babyface, doesn't matter. Pink, Canada, Bret Hart, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It's never been interesting. So the turn was pretty much the only thing that they can do with Dupree, and it's the only way Natty. It's kind of like we just saw this with Homegirl, Naomi, where the first time she became fucking relevant. I never liked the Glow character. It's very like it's not for me. I don't think anyways. I think it's for like, you know, the 10 to 12-year-old like girl fucking angle. But her with the caution tape and everything, like her getting pregnant was probably the saddest thing to happen to WWE this year, just because she finally got to a point where this is the biggest she's ever been, the best character she's ever been. I loved everything about the attire. She's great on a mic. She can shit talk motherfuckers. She can wrestle. She got a nice big old personality. So yeah, Osaka beat Bayley and Natalya. Natty, I think they're saving for a thing with Maxine Dupree. Bayley, I just like, probably an awesome person, but literally like my least favorite female wrestler. She's just, I just stop trying to push it, bro. Just please let it end. So I guess Osaka being in there is probably gonna be the best way to do it anyways. Penta defeats El Grande Americano to become the #1 contender for the IC title. Penta's fucking awesome. He's really cooled off quite a bit, and I think that they really kind of fumbled, like, strike while the iron's hot. And it feels like there's a few different wrestlers right now where they, like, let it kind of get lukewarm, you know? I wouldn't say Penta's cold. I wouldn't say that he's involved in every week. I think he has a match pretty much, maybe even more than one a week. And at the El Grande Americano thing, I want El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano at WrestleMania really bad, or some large put together luchador thing that's going to include a lot of the guys. Luchadors are fucking awesome. They're like the most interesting. They are the most fun. They have the most charisma. And for the first time like ever, it feels like we get them to talk, you know? Like Ray, I feel like didn't do a lot of talking and wasn't too keen on it when we were growing up. But yeah, that pretty much describes the whole episode. Monday Night Raw. Okay episode. We got through it. Really, it feels like this is the longest stretch ever in between pay-per-views. I don't know why. It feels like the Chamber should be this week, and this is just dragging on. So right now, I think we're at all the big names in there, and then Javon Evans, which kind of he sticks out like a sore thumb when you put him up on a promotional thing with all those other dudes. It's just like, all right, dude, like he might be actually the best wrestler and the most interesting out of all of them at this current moment, but it just doesn't fit. You know what I mean? It's like eating a piece of pizza with fucking. It's like eating, I guess, actually, you know, taco pizza is pretty good. I was gonna say it's like eating a piece of pizza at a Mexican restaurant, but shit, I bet you it'd still be pretty good. So, Monday Night Raw recap. I'd like to put some more time, thought, energy, and editing ability and whatnot back into this page. So if y'all want to stay tuned or not, you know, it is much appreciated. I just like having the open dialogue. So please comment your thoughts, feelings, opinions, controversies. Yeah.